Red flag in a relationship are negative behaviors that start small, and you try to see if this kind of behavior will stop, but it keep increasing. Like they don't respect you, like they don't respect your boundaries, like any negative behaviors. It can be physical abuse, it can be emotional abuse, it can be any behavior that is very, very negative. That is red flag. On this video today, I'm going to be showing you 5 important red flag you must not ignore in a relationship. 5 important red flag you must not ignore in any relationship. Once again, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Lucky Eyenanatu. I'm a trained relationship coach with Timfa. I help relationship thrive and stable. So if it's your first time on this channel, I want you to subscribe. Drop a comment at the end of the video. So my number one, do well to listen to the end, because my number 5 point is something you don't want to miss. My number 1 point is they dismiss your feelings. This is a relationship red flag you don't want to look down on. Anyone, or if your partner is looking down or dismissing your feeling, this is a red flag, and it is very, very important you address it on time. Let me paint a perfect example. You tell them that, okay, you are having a bad day and things are not going on the way it should be. You express your feelings, you are sharing your feelings, and you are seeing
Subscribe.
signs of this thing you are saying is not what is bothering them now. This thing you are saying is not important at this point. You understand? This thing you are saying is invalid. This thing you are saying is none of their business or none of their concern. They dismiss your feelings. This is a major red flag you don't want to look down on. You understand? They dismiss your feeling. The dismissal of your feeling is something that starts small. You understand? It can start small, like it is something that will start not just big. You understand? Because people try to manage their people try to manage their negative things in a relationship. It might start small. It might start like ignoring your attention. You know, when you are trying to give somebody your attention, your all attention, not even passive attention, they dismiss it. They dismiss your attention. It starts from there, start small. So if they dismiss your feelings, it is a major red flag you don't want to look down on. Then second on my list is they are inconsistent with their words and action. Yes, they are inconsistent with their words and action. That is a major red flag you don't want to continue in the future. Now, imagine you are in a relationship where you are not sure of what your partner is saying, where you are not sure of what your partner is telling you. You understand? He's telling you that he's actually on his way coming, but you are not sure, because over time he has actually said something like that that is not matching with words. Words and action are not correlating. You understand? They are inconsistently sending words that are not matching with their action. You understand? Even to the extent that they tell you, babe, I love you. You doubt that love. You are doubting, is this love truly genuine? Are they truly saying, are they truly saying these things from their hearts? That is a major red flag you don't want to look down on. Then third on my list is They control who you talk to. Yes, this is a major red flag you don't want in your relationship. They control who you talk to. Imagine in a situation where your husband or your boyfriend now or your guy in that relationship is controlling you, is restricting your communication. Now, if that restriction is based on positive energy, like you talking to people who are going to mentor you in a certain area, in a certain aspect, in a certain way that will improve your life, and you are not talking to them, that is different. But them restricting you for certain peoples is like they are bossing your life. They are bossing you emotionally. So, and one thing, okay, I think I'm not actually planning to share this on this video, but I just have to say it because of this point. The people who control you, who you talk to, are people who will abuse you in future. Now, how does abuse thrive in a relationship? Abuse thrive on isolation. What is isolation? Isolation is when your partner try to isolate you from other people around. You understand? Now, I'm not saying you should bring third party into your relationship. Third party is not what I'm talking here. What I'm talking about here. I want you to understand that before you were in that relationship, you had a life on your own, right? You were doing something on your own. So, is it now that you are now in the relationship you can't continue with that life? No. So they control who you talk to, they control what time you talk to those kind of people. Those are isolation and is a major red flag you don't want in that relationship. Number four is they give more. No. Number four is you get less than you give, or you give more than you get. Okay, let's just say you give more than you get. You understand? You need to know that relationship should make you better. Relationship should make your life better. Imagine you are always the one calling, testing. In a week, in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, it's still the same thing. In 4 weeks, it's still the same thing. Believe me, you will get weary because it takes two to tango. It takes two to be in a relationship. It takes two to be in a relationship. So if it's only one-sided, you understand? I'm not saying one should bring 50, the other should bring 50, because relationship is involve two people. So, and when two people come into a relationship, they become one. So bringing 15 and 50 is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they bring, I will bring my 100, this my partner will bring her 100. So it's not that I am actually giving more than I get. You give all, she give all. I give my all, she give her all. So if I am getting more, or if I'm getting less than what I am putting more in that relationship, that's a major relationship red flag. And it started, these things, this kind of sign will start small. Will start small. So by the time you don't address it, it will increase a little bit. So by the time you are trying to imagine, you are trying to say, okay, what are they trying to do in this relationship? Is it what I'm thinking? You are not addressing it. It will keep increasing. It will keep increasing. Now, welcome to number five. My number 5 point is something you don't want to miss. If you have watched this video to this extent, congratulations. This, my number five, is a major red flag. I bet you, once you notice this in any relationship, don't take it. Don't take it. Address it. Else, it's going to grow is going to grow in a way you don't expect. It's going to grow into other different areas that when people are now hearing the story, it's going to be like, is this person dumb? Didn't you see those signs? Didn't you see those stuff and you were still there? What is that? My number 5 point is they disrespect your boundaries. You understand? I actually put two words together in this number 5. Number 1 word is disrespect. Number 2 word is boundaries. You understand? It's okay for somebody to disrespect you. They might do that knowingly or unknowingly, which some people might take, but they disrespecting your boundary is them going extra mile. You understand? Let me paint a scenario. Don't call me when I am at work or busy, or that's not even a very ugly one, or I don't like this kind of attitude you are giving me, or I don't like it when I feel single in this relationship, or there's a certain boundaries which you have tell them, which you have discussed with them, and they disrespect those boundaries. You see, the effect of this number 5 is once it happened once, it's going to happen again, again, and again. And the weight of the first one will be
Subscribe.
lighter, because if they sees that you actually survived the first one, they disrespected the boundary, and nothing was done towards it. It was like, oh, wow. So it means that the next one is still going to be like that. The next one, nothing will still happen if they do it. So at this point, you need to address it. You need to set clear boundary. You need to make them know that you are a human being. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be respected. Your boundaries is your boundary. Your boundaries is your standard. And your standard is your value. And your value is your life. You understand? These are important things you need to take into consideration. You understand? So I understand the fact that we are all humans. You understand? Everybody has past, everybody has present, and everybody has what? Future. Everybody has made a mistake one or two. Everybody are healing. And most times, most people are actually becoming better and becoming a better version of themselves. I use myself as an example. I'm not the kind of person I was 5 years ago. Why? Because there are some things that that are toxic. You understand? I call them toxic attitude, which I don't longer have those stuff now. And now there are some things I'm still working on in the future for me to become a better person. That is different from when somebody is not intentional about your life, about their life. That is quite different from now. A red flag is what somebody do intentionally, like the point I make. My number 1 point is they disrespect your feeling. If they continue doing it intentionally, that is a red flag. That is a habit. That is a negative attitude you don't want in your life, because if you keep those attitude, it's going to grow to something you can't imagine. My number 2 point is they are inconsistent with their words and their action. Their words are saying A, their action is showing B. Their words is sounding A, their action is sounding B. That is a major red flag you don't want in your relationship. Number 3 was they control who you talk to. Anybody who control you talk to is going to isolate you, and anyone who has the power to isolate you can abuse you, because they know that They have destroyed your walls by controlling who you talk to. Number four is you give more than you get. Is a major red flag. Yes, if it is occasionally, I can say, okay, that's not a big deal. But if that is consistent, like I said, red flag are negative behavior, negative attitude that are consistent in a relationship. That's a red flag. So when you get more than you give, is a red flag that you don't want in a relationship. Then my number 5 point is they disrespect your boundaries. Is a red flag. Disrespect alone is a red flag. Now they disrespect your boundary. No, you don't want that in that relationship. So for me to close this, I want you to take this home. Relationship is not for everybody. Relationship is for those who are willing to do what it takes to make a relationship work, to make a relationship move to the next level. So if you are not ready, if you are not willing, if you are not ready to put all the fuel, all the energy, all the love, all the kindness, all it takes for that relationship to work, please don't go into a relationship. Don't break people's hearts. Don't make relationship look miserable to people. Don't make love sound miserable. That when people remember love, they are crying. When people remember love, they are battered and shattered. Don't be that kind of person. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching my video. And once again, if you have derived any value in this video, feel free to subscribe, drop a comment at the end of the video, share with your friends who might need this, and also watch my previous video that might change and elevate your love life and take you to where it needs to be. Once again, welcome. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Love you guys.